Another fantastic Corvette from my father's personal collection. He collected mostly coupes with air conditioning. This is both. It's actually a brass hat car. It has documentation here loaded with options, and it was sent to a GM executive. That's all in the paperwork, which we'll go over in a little bit. Claimed to have 58,000 actual miles, claimed to have mostly original paint and interior. It's a saddle leather interior, power windows, beautiful shape. It was born with side pipes, bolt-on wheels, red line tires, factory air, power steering, power disc brakes, speed minder. This thing's really loaded up. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all the information on this one, the rest of his collection, and about 200 classic cars that are all for sale. And that's where you find the price tag along with a monthly finance option. But for right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you're notified when the new videos are posted. So the body looks real nice, straight, hood fits square, headlights work. All this is looking really good. You can feel up in there, the bonding strips are there, all really nice. And I've said it before that on the coupes, the door goes all the way up into the body, so it has to fit all the way around. This one's a sweetheart, opens so easily. That's nice. Now, I've also said it in some of the other videos why we love the coupe so much. Just great style. It has this body line, has the curved window, the boat tail design. They made less of these. They're actually more value than a convertible, which is not typical. Body is continuing to be real nice. I don't see any damage or cracking or anything like that. This is all looking really good. Now, it's claimed to be mostly original paint. I looked it over the best I could. There's no tape lines. There's no overspray. I think some of this rubber is original. The glue is still there, the factory put on. That shuts real nice. Marlboro maroon, that's the original color. And what you're seeing, it looks perfect. Me standing right here looks perfect. When you get up on it, there's some fuzziness in the paint and some things that may have etched the paint. There are some touch-ups, excuse me. Over here on the lip, where the lip turns down, it's touched up. You'd have to be looking for it to find it. A few little touch-ups there. So the paint is not perfect, but it presents itself really, really well, and again, claimed to be mostly original. Up front, the bumpers, nice and shiny, and the emblems and trim all looks good. The windshield's clear. Door handles look nice. The rear window's real nice. Now, air conditioning was such a big deal back then, they even put a sticker on the back window to say, hey, I have air conditioning. You just expect it in cars today. But it was about a $400 option, which is a big deal. I think the base price on the car was about $4,000, so 10% of the value of the car. And it is working. Rear bumpers, all nice, shiny. Tail lights are shiny. The gas lid door, correct FM antenna. Here's like something scratched it and a touch-up. It's a real mild scratch and a little touch-up right there. Rear window is exceptionally clear. It's original. So the wheels look pristine. It was born with bolt-on wheels. It's on the paperwork. But these look new, and then the radial Coker red lines obviously have been replaced. Born with the side exhaust. I absolutely love the side exhaust. That's a must for me if I own one of these. I just love hearing those pipes. So that's the beautiful exterior. My favorite part of this car, I think, is the interior. We'll get to that right now. Now you're a little bit closer on the paint. Still looks beautiful, doesn't it? Again, visit volocars.com. You can get so much information about what we have to offer, the financing, plenty of ways to talk to the salesman. They'll be glad to help answer questions. You can see the door jambs are nice. The weather strips look real nice. Sill plates are shiny. Look at the door panels. I, again, very much believe they're original and they're in excellent shape. 58,000 miles on the car. All of the trim, everything is fantastic. Now, if you look at the dash, all nice and clean, 58,613 miles. And that extra needle there, it's an optional speed minder. So you can set that where you want it. When you hit that speed, it'll buzz, remind you to slow down. I was trying things out. The lights work. All the instruments work. The dash pads, all this trim. Again, I'm very much sincerely believe it's all original and in very good shape. The clock is ticking right now, but I had to tap on it, so it's finicky. Original AM/FM radio, that was optional. Glove box door is real nice, and inside the light works. Extra set of keys. This is our inspection report, but look how nice and clean everything is. AC car, so it has the vent here. Interior lights work. Kick panels are real nice. Carpet's very nice shape. The seats, I just love, well, power windows. All this is really good. Original seat belts. I love the seats. This is original saddle leather interior, nice and soft. It's like your favorite leather jacket is broken in just right. It's not ripped up or torn. The cushions are still firm. But I absolutely love the saddle leather interior in this car. It's like it has some character to it. Back of the seat's real nice. Retractable seat belts. Carpet may be original. I mean, it's in really nice shape, has just enough a little bit of fading or patina, but it all fits beautifully. And inside the compartment, the original jack is there. Those are hard to come by, $300-400. It's still there. And then all the trim fits nice. It's not beat up. The light works. The interior, or the headliner is sagging a little bit. It's fine the way it is, but it is sagging a little bit. Steering wheel has no cracks. And we didn't really talk about the automatic. That was an option. That's on the paperwork. It was a few $100s extra for the automatic. This is a nice, comfortable, luxurious Corvette. Again, brass hat car. That meant, it's a term they give it when a GM executive orders the car. It wasn't sent to a dealer. It was sent right to a GM. So in the engine compartment, you're going to see it has power brakes, and there's a folder with receipts. The brakes, the calipers are all redone a few years ago. It's all stocks, number match motor, stock manifolds, valve covers, ignition shielding, upper and lower. It's all just really well cared for. GM hose, clamp, all the cooling system looks proper. You can kind of get a glimpse of the front suspension. It's all nice and clean. Got power steering hiding down there. The car just has a nice, honest feel and presentation. So again, factory air conditioning. That's what my dad was looking for. The system has been updated with the new Freon. It is working. The motor was rebuilt. They were able to deck the block without taking the numbers off the front. It is the number match VIN, dates, codes, all of that lines up real nice. Being an air-conditioned car, they moved the battery from this side to that side. That's the way they were. Now let's look at this paperwork behind this. My dad took time to put together boards on all of his cars. Nice presentation. These are originals. That's an original window sticker. It was delivered to a Chevrolet zone office. And then if you read the options, it matches the car exactly. Nothing's taken away, nothing added. And then this is the Corvette order copy. Pretty much same thing, lists the options, marble maroon. This here is an NCRS. Anyone can order this shipping report. And it tells us the date it was born, and it was delivered to Chevrolet zone office in Harrisburg. So some big shot got this car. And then what I've been told, it was a one owner after he was done, one owner up until 2012, and a second owner after that. So claimed to be a two-owner, 58,000-mile survivor, loaded with options. Now let's talk about the underside. So underneath the car is very clean. I noticed the chassis, the frame, the suspension components were smooth metal. They weren't pitted or flaky, all painted a nice satin black or semi-gloss black. Now, of course, these were independent suspension front and back. Looks like maintained as needed. There's parts that look fresh. Each car goes through our service shop where they inspect everything anyway, closely. I think the power steering ram looked like it was pretty fresh. Disc brakes at all four wheels. This was the first year the e-brake was moved in between the seats, the handle, instead of under the dash. The fiberglass floors all look to be in excellent shape. The spare tire carrier is there in an excellent shape. Of course, there's no exhaust under the car. It's next to the car. You look up at the motor, it's nice, clean Chevy orange. The starter looks good. The lower shielding's there. Has the correct canister type oil filter. Has the correct Power Glide automatic transmission and the correct posi rear end in the back, correctly dated for this car. I think this car was built in September. The date on there is middle or end of August. So just a sweetheart of a car. I've said this about some of my other Corvettes from my dad's collection. Oh, this is my favorite. Right now I'm standing here, I'd say this is my favorite. My father was dealing with these cars back in the early 70s, so he's very familiar with these. They were just used cars back then, but we have a picture where he had them lined up in one of our buildings for sale. I used to ride in the back. Go to volocars.com. Salesman will help answer your questions, including how to get this delivered to your door and how to get it financed. Thanks for watching.